They called him a legend, the larger-than-life bounty hunter with the unmistakable blonde mane, wraparound shades, and a swagger that made him a reality TV icon. But behind the tough exterior and the action-packed chases that made Dog the Bounty Hunter a household name, Duane "Dog" Chapman's story is far more complicated and far more heartbreaking than the cameras ever revealed. Here's the viral hook. Imagine rising from the streets, building an empire on fearlessness and grit, only to watch it all spiral into a whirlwind of personal tragedy, controversy, and a fight to stay relevant in a world that moved on without you. This isn't just a reality star's rise and fall. It's the story of a man who fought to survive every storm life threw his way. It all started long before the fame. Dog's early years were nothing glamorous. Troubled childhood, time in prison, and a desperate need to turn his life around. And he did. Through sheer force of will, he built a career chasing fugitives, capturing criminals, and turning the dangerous world of bounty hunting into must-see television. When Dog the Bounty Hunter premiered in 2004, it was unlike anything on TV. Dog, with his leather vests, biker boots, and larger-than-life persona, wasn't just catching criminals. He was preaching redemption, offering second chances, and becoming a symbol of toughness with a heart. Millions tuned in, and for a while, he was unstoppable. But success came at a price. Off-camera, Dog's life was unraveling. There were family feuds, explosive legal battles, and media controversies that threatened to overshadow his carefully built image. Then came the personal losses that would break even the strongest man. When his beloved wife, Beth Chapman, was diagnosed with cancer, the world watched as Dog stood by her side, fighting a battle that even he couldn't win. Beth's death in 2019 shattered him. The fearless bounty hunter, who once chased down the most dangerous criminals in America, suddenly looked like a man broken by grief, searching for purpose in a world that no longer made sense. After Beth's passing, Dog struggled to find his footing. Fans who had watched his highs and lows for years now saw a different side of him, vulnerable, lost, and, at times, controversial. Rumors swirled about his relationships, his health, and his future. Social media turned brutal, dissecting every move, while former colleagues and even some family members spoke out publicly, fueling speculation that the Dog everyone knew was gone for good. But here's the truth. Dog Chapman is nothing if not a fighter. He's stumbled, yes. He's made mistakes, sometimes very public ones, but through it all, he's remained unflinchingly himself. He's kept hunting, kept appearing on new shows, and kept trying to honor the legacy that Beth helped him build. He remarried, found a way to keep moving forward, and tried to show the world that grief doesn't mean the end. It just means learning how to live a new kind of life. Still, the question remains, what really happened to Dog the Bounty Hunter? The answer is complicated. He's no longer the reality TV powerhouse he once was, and the spotlight isn't as bright as it used to be. But his story is far from over. Dog is still out there, chasing fugitives, telling his story, and finding ways to connect with the fans who have been with him through every twist and turn. At its core, Dog's journey is about resilience. It's about a man who rose from nothing, faced down every obstacle, and refused to quit, even when life hit harder than any fugitive ever could. Love, loss, controversy, redemption, Dog the Bounty Hunter has lived it all in front of the world. And if you think you know his story, think again. Because the man behind the legend is far more complex, far more human, and far more compelling than the reality show ever let you see.